Like, Elon Musk does not understand ESG. That's what happened. Because
Okay.
look, every company can or does cause harm. If you when you operate, when you deal with your customers, when you employ people, how you treat them, you have the ability to cause harm, or the ability to treat people right, or your customers right, or the environment right. And what you want to do from an ESG perspective, you eliminate the harm, if you can, that your company causes. If you can't eliminate it, like you're always going to have some level of emissions, you reduce the harm where you cannot eliminate it. By doing that, you make your business as sustainable as possible. And what the rating agencies have found is that Tesla is not doing that. They are not eliminating their harm. They're not manufacturing their batteries in the most environmentally sustainable way. There's a lot of air pollution, too much air pollution, that is stemming from the manufacturing of their batteries. They're not treating their employees the right way, because there's a lot of issues about racial discrimination and poor working conditions at their factories. And so Elon Musk cannot say, or no business can say, we make electric vehicles, therefore we are a sustainable business. That's not true.
Well, I watched a documentary this week, rather coincidentally, called Elon Musk, Superhero or Super Villain. And by the time I'd finished it, I wasn't entirely sure where I stood on this, except to say, yes, the track record in Musk's companies with regards to race relations, gender relations, misogyny, they're not great, Steve, are they? But I also got the impression he didn't seem to particularly care. That was the troubling insight for me. What did you think?
Well, I mean, and you know, where he was saying, well, look, why is ExxonMobil rated above us? Why is this oil and gas company rated above us when we're making electric vehicles? And that's because ExxonMobil is doing what it can to reduce the harm it causes. So you don't, when you talk about ESG, you're not comparing an electric vehicle company is automatically better than a oil and gas company, or if you're a renewables, you're better than if you're in education. You look within that sector and you say, are you operating legally, and are you doing everything you can from an ESG perspective to reduce harm and create benefit where you can? Now, when the government investigates Tesla, the US government investigates Tesla because of the way their safety of their driver assistant program is, and they refuse to cooperate, that is not having an ESG mindset. So no CEO can say, I'm above working with the government. I'm above treating my employees in the best way possible and reducing harm, such as through racial discrimination, even though if I'm not personally engaging in it, but your company doesn't have the policies or processes to do it. Yeah. In that, he does not seem to think that those rules apply to him, because he's changing the world through his company. His company may be having a lot of social benefits, but that doesn't mean you're not creating harm while you're creating the benefits.